Hello, I'm Ali Langdon. Welcome to A Current Affair. She's a so-called leading wellness coach, celebrated on TV and online. But Camilla Thompson has made some potentially dangerous claims, saying chemicals in sunscreens cause cancer. And in her new book, she encourages her followers to drink industrial dye and eat volcanic rock, all in the pursuit of living longer. But does the science stack up? How are you? Hi!
She's lovely. Yeah, she's really charming.
Hello guys, I'm Camilla. Lovely to meet you.
She's really engaging.
Look, I've had quite a few experiences that have kind of got me on this path.
It's just a pity that everything that she says is wrong.
Sunscreens that are full of so many chemicals, and they cause cancer.
This can potentially be quite dangerous.
I'm not trying to harm anybody, I'm not.
Yeah, it's a major problem.
And I'm going to call the police.
What qualifications do you have, Camilla? Camilla, what qualifications do you have to promote this?
Hi, I'm Camilla, founder of biohacking.
Camilla Thompson, wellness coach, influencer and queen of self-promotion.
Have I finally lost the plot?
Ruling over a booming health sector.
Biohacking with Camilla. Evidence-based hacks that we can integrate into our lives to help us live well longer.
And earning a coveted title.
And Australia's leading biohacker, Camilla Thompson, joins us live.
Spruiking random supplements and wacky devices to the nation might appear harmless.
You're going to tap my brain?
I am.
But not to the medical fraternity.
If you're speaking in fairy tales and having no medical backing behind what you're saying, then it can be very misleading for the Australian audience.
Because all this feeds into the publicity machine behind Camilla's new venture.
it looks amazing.
New book we've got here looks great. Biohack Me.
It is infuriating as a doctor when you see people just providing education for the public, sounding very confident, but just giving very inaccurate advice.
Camilla cobbles together some age-old health tips and unproven so-called biohacks in a new book.
And this is what we find with biohacking and other sort of pseudoscience, is that it mixes in lots of good stuff with lots of weird stuff. And it's very often very difficult to pick apart what's actually truth and what's false, because it's all jumbled together.
Like spraying colloidal silver into our throats.
Amazing, because it really helps with all the antibacterial stuff that goes on in our throats.
Eating zeolites or volcanic rock, and drinking methylene blue and industrial dye.
I had blue gums and a blue tongue for 3 days, and I was weeing blue.
None of them backed by the regulator for over-the-counter therapeutic consumption. Lucky for us, her book includes a strategically placed disclaimer. Camilla says she's penned her personal experience and she's not offering medical advice. She admits supplements mentioned might not be approved by the Therapeutic Goods Association and encourages readers to consult a healthcare practitioner. So we did just that.
I'm Dr. Brad Mackay. I'm a GP based in Sydney. I'm also the author of a book called Fake Medicine.
Dr. Brad Mackay was a qualified doctor before his 21st birthday.
She's offering this advice to many people and offering all sorts of different solutions to help out with their problems, even though she's not medically trained.
The doc's particularly worried about Camilla encouraging us to consume methylene blue. This industrial dye is used to stain anatomical tissue and treat people overdosing on nitrous oxide or NANGs. Methylene blue is under the TGA's poisons schedule and is prescription only.
If you are using it for a long period, then it can sort of cause other effects. For example, some people who are on antidepressants, it can also cause an interaction and can cause what's called a serotonergic reaction, where you have a high blood pressure and a racing heartbeat.
How are you?
Hello, fantastic.
How are you doing? All right?
Coming.
We presented Dr. Mackay's concerns to Camilla Thompson at her much-hyped book launch overlooking Sydney's Fitness HQ, Bondi Beach.
Congratulations on the book.
Thank you so much.
Look, I must ask you, what do you say to those people who think this is a complete work of fiction?
Well, it's not a work of fiction because there's my story obviously behind it.
Yeah.
But actually, a lot of it is backed by science. It's a lot of evidence-based work that we're doing in the biohacking space. So.
If you're looking at it from a scientific perspective, it's very, very shoddy. But if you're not used to reading studies and really critiquing different research that's out there, you may be convinced this is really helpful when in the bigger picture it's not.
The things that you promoted here, methylene blue, volcanic rock, what do you have evidence to back that up?
There's lots of research behind it. So yeah, like you can go and speak to some of the people here as well.
Those people were drinking the biohacking Kool-Aid. And we had more questions for Camilla about startling comments made before her book, which she now claims were taken out of context.
I mean, it does upset me, and this is controversial, but people like the Cancer Council providing sunscreens that are full of so many chemicals, and they cause cancer, and so it's completely and utterly counterproductive. So I think, you know, just using natural sunscreen is a really good option.
Can sun cream really give you cancer?
I haven't said that sun cream can give you cancer, but there are certain chemicals that can hurt people, absolutely. But I'm not saying sunscreen can give you cancer. So, were you guys invited here?
Be a role model rather than, you know, come out and say outlandish comments like that.
Camilla's statement rubbed skin cancer survivor turned warrior Jay Allen up the wrong way.
I'm happy to have a coffee with you one day at a cafe and talk it over with you and just share some of the 80 friends I've lost to melanoma and their battles.
There's no proven evidence to show that using sunscreen can actually introduce cancer or cause cancers for people using it.
Then there's the book launch goodie bags. Camilla teased them online. Supplements like this mushroom powder. Ingredients include lion's mane, not approved by the TGA.
Do you have any non-approved TGA supplements in these goodie bags here?
That's not your business. So my clients are in here.
You may do.
No, I'm not saying that. It's not like I'm not. Look, I don't understand what's going on here.
Well, Camilla,
so these are things that people have got. So I don't know if they're approved by the TGA.
We don't know what the quality of those ingredients are. At best, it might be a placebo and not do anything. At worst, it could cause problems. It could cause liver inflammation or even cause death in some instances.
Someone with medical qualifications has said what you are doing is potentially harmful and dangerous.
I'm not trying to harm anybody. I'm not. Hey, darling, this isn't great. I don't know who's invited you here and told you here, but it's really inappropriate. This is my book launch. I've written this book as a guide to help people.
What's
all right?
inappropriate, Camilla, is telling people that sun cream can give you cancer, Camilla.
Yeah, how you doing?
That's Camilla's husband.
Are you here to promote the book, or are you here to...
I'm here to ask questions on behalf of people who could be in danger by buying this book.
It's inappropriate, and I'm going to call the police.
What qualifications do you have, Camilla? Camilla, what qualifications do you have to promote this?
Camilla states she's an accredited coach. She's also a nutritionist, a qualification from a 12-month course.
So it's a book to help people. It's a guide. It's not a prescription on what to do. Thank you. I'm just trying to help people, but thank you very much.
Will you sign my book?
Sorry, guys, you have to leave. Thank you.
Sure.
And tomorrow night, the next chapter in the Camilla Thompson story, where her credentials as a nutritionist come under fire.